Hello everybody, my name is Jack of All Trades, and first and foremost, thank you very much to Thunder for having me on here. It's an absolute privilege, and I just can't be grateful enough. But this video is going to be short and sweet because, well, for the longest time ever, I've had this fantasy. I've always had this fantasy that I'd be this billionaire with a ton of money, kind of like Richie Rich pretty much, and that all of a sudden I was a big passionate Call of Duty fan, and you know what? I decided that I'm just gonna buy Call of Duty from Activision and just overall just turn the game into the way that I feel it should be, and the way that not the way that I feel it should be, but the way that it deserves to be, for the community, for the game, just everybody in general, and just because Call of Duty, as you know, is basically has the biggest potential to be great like it originally used to be, and as a matter of fact it could be better. But yeah, somebody should just buy Call of Duty from Activision, because with all these different microtransactions and all these different things that are going on, it's just slowly but surely diluting the game until it absolutely becomes nothing. So the thing is this, what would I do? Well, first of all, I would unite Treyarch, the new Infinity Ward, and yes, I did say that, the new Infinity Ward, because remember, if they make a bad Call of Duty game, it's not entirely their fault. So if they're working together with the team at Treyarch and Sledgehammer, and they combine forces to make the ultimate Call of Duty game, hey, you know, it's going to be a good Call of Duty. And on top of that, they're going to be getting guidance from those two guys anyway, especially from Treyarch, that have been doing it the longest and that have been making the best games over the last few years. So there's that. There's combining forces. I would finally invest in dedicated servers. My goodness, Call of Duty makes so much money every year, and we still don't have 100% dedicated servers. Battlefield, you can rent your own server, if I'm not mistaken, you know, for PC or whatnot. Speaking of PC, I would give the PC community finally what they deserve, because the PC community, I don't know specifics because I don't play on PC and I'm not quite as knowledgeable, but I will say that from everything that I have heard other, you know, PC players saying all that, I mean, basically, long story short, they're just getting the short end of the stick, and that's why the PC community is so small in Call of Duty. And on top of that, some PC ports just are terrible, so we need to make the team develop, not make a port, not find other guys to make a port, but a good portion of the team is also going to work on the PC part of the game, on a PC build, so that way it's not a port, so it's actually the legit game that the company, that the developers themselves actually make. Like I said, dedicated servers, I would get rid of those damn microtransactions and make them only cosmetic if there's anything like that. But I would put an insane amount of challenges in the game, an insane amount. I would put every single gun in Call of Duty history in the game overall. The game would ship with at least 20-something maps, maybe even longer. I would turn Call of Duty into an expansion type of game, kind of like how World of Warcraft does it or whatnot. And basically, this would basically unite the community. And you know what? Because the community would be getting so much, I don't think the community would hesitate, and I've said community so much in this last couple sentences, I don't think the community would hesitate to drop a couple more bucks, or as Thunder would say, some bones, drop some extra bones on getting a game that would last for so long and would be so good and would keep everybody extremely busy in the Call of Duty community. So all in all, basically, by investing in Call of Duty itself and spending that insane amount of extra money to make the Call of Duty of the community's dreams and to make it right, I think ultimately in the end, you know, the guys that made the game would greatly benefit from it, not just from a standpoint of, hey, we made this great game finally and we did it right, but also because from an economic standpoint. In the long run, it may not happen as fast because a lot of people have lost their faith in Call of Duty, and rightfully so, but the word of mouth spreads fast, and if something is that good and if it's done right like that, I mean, it'll pay off money-wise as well, because I mean, everybody used to play Call of Duty. I mean, I remember when I was like, what, like 10 years ago, or was it 10 years ago or 8 years ago? Everybody was talking about Modern Warfare 2, and I wasn't even in Call of Duty yet at the time. So, in my opinion, and I wanted to go into more detail on what I do, but the video is too short, but I wanted to make it short and sweet because I just wanted to get the point out there, and it's something I just wanted to talk about because this needs to happen. Kind of like how George Lucas, you know, gave Star Wars to Disney and sold it for like what, $4 billion or something like that, which he could have gotten more out of. So I don't know. Maybe someone just needs to go to Activision and say and give them a number. But I don't know if there's anybody rich enough that is a Call of Duty fan that would do that. But only in our wildest dreams, right? But I just thought I'd get it out there, and I think it would also be the ultimate solution to the problem that has become with Call of Duty now. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the video. Thunder, thank you very much for having me on. It's a tremendous honor. Thank you so much. And for everybody that sees the video, thank you. And if you liked the video, let me know. And if you didn't, let me know what I could do to make my videos better. And I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks a lot.